quietly and follow along. At any point, click the pause button to catch up or take a break. Okay, here we have a photo of me, your teacher, Miss Dykeman, and we are doing a portrait and we're picking out the contour lines of a shape. Contour lines are any lines that give detail and characteristics of what that shape is. For this part of the project, I suggest you use a pencil so you can always erase if that's an area you didn't like that you drew a line on. You are going to be using a pen later, so just have that ready. Don't use it now. But I am going to be using a Sharpie marker. A Sharpie marker is great because it may leak through a little bit to the other side, allowing you to see what yours is going to look like. Okay. So also for the purpose of the video, I'll be using a Sharpie so you can see it clearly on the screen. Here we go. Start by picking out the main features and main shapes. I have this chunk of hair that is kind of wavy. Okay. I see the side of my face. My eyebrows, your eyes, and I include the eyelid because your eyelid shape actually is a really big part of who you are and your characteristic. Okay. So those of you that know me, I'm not sleeping too much these days, so I and my little under eye, that is truly though a part of my facial feature. This is part of my smile. Okay. So you're going to continue to pick out features and I'll meet you back here. Don't be afraid to do your teeth. It's going to look a little silly, but it will be a huge part of who you are in your portrait. Okay. Okay, so here's one I finished. Ahead of time. I even included some of my earrings. Now when you flip it over, you can see me and what it's going to look like. Again, it's okay if it looks a little creepy right now. This is going to be an outline for you when you paint. We're now going to show you how to transfer this to a new piece of paper, which is actually a hack my mom taught me when I was in high school. It's called a graphite transfer. Okay, so I'm bringing in our new nice sheet of paper. Here's where you're going to need that pen as well, and a regular pencil. Okay, so turn your paper and get the side of your pencil. You're going to lay a layer of graphite wherever you see those marker lines. That's why that marker is super handy, so you're not having to color the entire page. Okay, this will take you a little bit of time, but it sure beats having to redraw everything from scratch. Okay. Okay, now you may want to go over it with the graphite in all different directions just to ensure that you got every line covered. Here, I missed a little bit down here. Okay, now what we're going to do is you're going to flip your paper so the pencil side is down. Bring your papers together, and now this is where the pen comes in handy. The pen needs to be a ballpoint pen, and we're using black so we can see where we have traced our lines. Now the ballpoint pushes the graphite down into the paper and also allows it to roll. It gives it a good cushion. So be careful where you place your hand because too much pressure may transfer the graphite. I'm going to start towards the top and just push down as you are drawing. Okay, now before you remove your picture, be sure that you have all your lines traced, because once you pull off your paper, it's going to be hard to realign it to ensure that all your lines line up. Here we go. So this may be difficult to see on the screen, but in person I can see it pretty good. What this shows is my lines are transferred, and we kind of want them light. Okay, I'll try to bring it up so you can see it more. There we go. Now we're ready to paint using monochromatic colors. Okay, we're back now. I'm using my photo as a reference so I can look at the shades and the lighter areas of the photo. I have a palette of paint for my color in this demonstration. I'm just using purple. You are getting one color and then white and black to mix with that color to create a tint and shade. A tint is when we take white and add it to a color. Now, purple is a very dark color. Any color is darker than white. So I like to take a scoop of my color and mix it in with my white. That will get me a very light purple. So a tint is your color plus white, okay? And you just kind of stir it until you get the desired lightness of purple, okay? We're gonna be creating 3 different versions of your color. One light, one medium, which we call mid-tone, and a dark. My mid-tone is just my basic color. Now my darkest is a shade, which is my color plus black. Now black is very dominant in color, so I'm just going to be taking a small amount of that and mixing it with my purple. Remember guys and girls, you can always add more. Start out in small amounts. I'm going to actually go a little more. Depends on your color. You're creating 3 shades. Okay, there it is. Since I have my darkest tone in hand, I'm now going to start painting with that. Okay? And I can use my lines as a reference. I'm going to begin with my darkest tones, which I see is right here on my hair. So now you would just fill in the space that has your darkest tone. Keep in mind the way your brush strokes are, like the direction of them, because if you notice, I'm starting at the top and I'm coming down just like my hair normally would in real life. What you're going to be doing for the next part of this project is referencing your photo, picking out your light areas, which should be like on your face more likely, in your eyes, and then adding your middle tones where you see maybe some shadows in between, and then you get to paint your background another color. Okay? All right, you can watch me paint.